Hello, Planeswalker. Welcome to One Pack Magic, where we open one pack of Magic cards. And it is Mystery Pack Monday, so we must also ask one of the great mysteries of the universe. Like, why am I addicted to these mystery packs? Anyway, from Legit MTG, not sponsored, but so far I've liked this one better than like the other ones I've gotten. Let's see here. Nope. These are literally all over the place here. Alright. That's going to be a mess to figure out. Anyway, start off with Thundering Tanadon for Phyrexian Green. It's from New Phyrexia. I think it's New Phyrexia. Or is that Merida I think it's New Phyrexia, because Merida Besiege is like the other. It's like another symbol you can see in the background. Anyway, it's an artifact beast. Survive 4. Phyrexian Green can be played with green or 2 life. It's trample. That's all you really need. Fire Breathing from Core Set 2012. Were they called Core? Yeah, I think they just yearly Core Set. So Core 2012. Single red, enchantment aura. Enchant creature. Pay 1 red. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So make him. He's pumpable. So tiny. Yeah, so tiny. Throne of Eldraine. Single blue. Enchantment aura. Flesh. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets -2/-0. It gets -6/-0 instead, as long as its controller has 7 or more cards in their graveyard. For a single blue, that's pretty good. Memory Theft. Also from Throne of Eldraine. 2 and a black sorcery. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. You may put a card that has an adventure that player owns from exile into that player's graveyard. Ooh, that's pretty good. Heliod's Pilgrim from Theros Beyond Death. 2 and white, human cleric, 1/2, 3/4. When Heliod's Pilgrim enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an aura card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. And then whether or not you want to do a John Wayne, howdy, Pilgrim, it's up to you. Forever Young. Did I do the song for you? Oh, there's another one. Forever Young. There we go. There's 2 Forever Young songs. There's probably more. There might be like an R&B song somewhere in there. In any case, Throne of Eldraine. 1 and a black sorcery. Put any number of target creature cards from your graveyard on top of your library. Draw a card. Moonlit Scavengers. I have a feeling this person had a lot of Throne of Eldraine cards to get rid of. Which is cool, because I hardly have any. 5 and a blue, Merfolk Rogue from Throne of Eldraine. 4/5. When Moonlit Scavengers enters the battlefield, if you control an artifact or enchantment, return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Cool. Good old bounce spell. Oread of Mountain's Blaze from Theros Beyond Death. 1 in a red, Enchantment Nymph. 1/3. 2 in a red, discard a card, draw a card. And I think now we're into the uncommons. Jungle Creeper. Meet the Creeper. From Rivals of Ixalan. 1 black-green, Elemental, 3/3. Pay 3 black-green, return Jungle Creeper from your graveyard to your hand. Ooh. You cannot kill it, not for long. It ripens when the ground is soaked with the blood of the slaughtered. So it's Swamp Thing. But they can't do Swamp Thing because they don't have the rights. DC technically doesn't have a card game out right now. I mean, they got the deck building game, but, I mean, they don't have, like, a card game. So, Inferno Hellion. 3 in a red, Hellion from Core 2019. 7/3 with trample at the beginning of each end step. If Inferno Hellion attacked or blocked this turn, its owner shuffles it into their library. Ah, there's the catch. Gird for Battle. It is from Guilds of Ravnica, I believe. Yeah. Single white sorcery. Put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. 2 target creatures. Just 2 target creatures. I mean, obviously you'd put them on the ones you control, but if you're doing like Two-Headed Giant or something, put one on yours and one on your friends. It's a Australian wolf. Kidding. From a token creature from Core 2020. A 2/2 wolf. We got a mountain from War of the Spark. We got a Two-Headed Giant. Speaking of Two-Headed Giant, it's from the list. It says Dominaria, but it's from the list version. 2 red, Giant Warrior, 4/4. Whenever Two-Headed Giant attacks, flip 2 coins. If both coins come up heads, Two-Headed Giant gains double strike until end of turn. If both coins come up tails, Two-Headed Giant gains menace until end of turn. And if one's head, one tails, nothing happens. You just look like a jerk. Okay, we had 2 more commons. Checkpoint Officer from Ikora, Lair of Beasties. 1 and a white, human soldier, 1/2. Pay 1 and a white, tap target creature. Basically, hold them for ransom. And, oh, we got an adventure. Rosethorn Acolyte from Throne of Eldraine. 2 and a green, Elf Druid, 2/3. They have tap, add 1 mana of any color. But they have an adventure of Seasonal Ritual. Single green sorcery, add 1 mana of any color. Then exile this card. You may cast the creature later from exile. So basically, if you need like 1 extra mana, which is, well, I mean, it's basically a 1-shot prism. Prophetic Prism. You know, pay 1 to get any other mana. And you discard it, save it for later. So, that's alright. Alright. God, that was a horrible Matthew McConaughey impression. I am sorry. Alright. Let's do the rundown, see what I play. I am not a fan of that flipping mechanic. So, probably not. I mean, it's a 4/4 for 4, which is pretty alright, but I don't feel like flipping coins every time I have to attack somebody. I mean, dice I'm fine with, but once you get Two-Face into the whole thing, no. So, not really feeling that one. Gird for Battle. Pretty good. Actually, that's really good. It'd be better if it was an instant, but it's a single white, and you put 2 counters, 2 1/1 counters. So, yeah, definitely, that's definitely something to slip into any deck. That would be interesting. But, like I said, it's like, well, I didn't say it, but after you deal damage, it goes back into your library to haunt and come back again or something. I don't know. Ooh. Seems pretty meh. I mean, if I want a creature on the field, I want it to stay on the field. Unless I have something that'll, like, unless I put, like, phasing on it. So, not feeling that one either. This one, on the other hand, that is pretty good. Especially late game. You give that thing, boost that thing up a bit, and it's really nasty. But as is, I mean, you got to pay 5 to put it in your hand, and then 3 to put it back out. But if you're playing green, that's not going to be an issue. So, well, She's a 2-drop, and then you can basically pump to cycle. Free cycle. Well, I wouldn't say free cycling, but I think there's some creatures that like reduce the activation cost. I'll have to look into it. It wouldn't surprise me, but it's not a bad deal. Pay 3 to cycle, especially late. Better late game than early game. Now this one's pretty cool. This one's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. Like I said, basically put it into play if you got artifact of any form. It's a free bounce spell. So, especially if they have something like a big cost. Yeah. I've said I think I got one of these last week actually. But I do like that. So any number of creature cards from graveyard, basically return them back to your library, and you get to draw one. It doesn't say if you shuffle or anything, you just put them back on, so definitely, that would definitely be good to play. Get a couple of them. So that way, if you ever play a nuke spell, boom. It's alright. I mean, yeah. Search for an aura. So if you're you're doing an enchantment heavy deck, this would run pretty well. Place that would. But again, it's something you have to build. If I were doing this in draft, I wouldn't take this one. But structured, yes, because you can build around it. Well, I mean, even if you're not, I mean, in Eldraine, drafting or whatnot, this would be very dangerous. Outside of it, that's not bad. Just choose an online card and they discard it. Which is even more entertaining if they have like 1 or 2 cards. Then you can really ditch something. But like I said, it's like works better in Throne of Eldraine set. Outside, it's average. A single blue to make something basically a wall. As long as the controller has 7 or more cards. Oh, even better. But I thought it was yours, but no, they have 7 or more. Boom. Which, seems kind of, it's like, oh, -6 if they have 7. You could have made that like 6 of 6 or 7 of 7, but whatever. Anyway, single blue, so that would actually work really well. Also like the pump ability of fire breathing. Attach it, and then you can just like play all your mountains, or get all your red mana, and make this thing like a 12. Give it to someone with trample. Actually, now that I think about it, throw it on that bastard. Because he can't attack the turn he comes in, but you can add fire breathing to him. Next round, you've got all this free mana. Tap all your shit. Make him a 12 or something. 12, 15, 20. Many as you want. And boom. You win the game. Because it's got trample and no one's going to stop it. Because blocking's for suckers. Says every red player. It's either 6 mana or 4 mana and 4 life. But, I mean, it's got trample. So that's not a bad deal. And it's green, so green always gives you life. Oh, you're a green player. Here's extra 5 life to start out with. That wouldn't surprise me if that's a card, but well, I mean, I'm not a fan of the adventure. Because you're paying 1 green to get, basically filter green to something else. But it does keep it from getting nuked. Like, discard your hand or discard X amount of cards. It does keep it from getting nuked, so that's alright. It's a 2/3 for 3, you know, elf, Llanowar elf, Llanowar 2.0. It's alright. I probably would. Like I said, I'm not a fan of that. Only way I'd use that is someone's like, oh, you have to discard your hand. But then again, that's a sorcery, so. The art's pretty. I do like the artwork. I will say that. Johannes Voss, you've done another magnificent piece from 2019. 2 tap target creature. Basically, yeah, but then, like, they don't stay tapped. You know, it doesn't untap as long as this one taps or whatever, so. But it's a 2 for 1/2. So that's pretty beefy for start of game. Otherwise, meh. Not really. It probably wouldn't really put that in a deck. Yeah, this is the MVP. I know. MVC. The card I feel is most important. So, another Mystery Pack Monday in the books, or on the film. Lord of the Rings pre-release is coming up a couple of days. Got some exciting, I said this last time, but got some stuff going on with the channel here. Going to take a little trip down memory lane with Lord of the Rings. If you know, you know. If you don't, subscribe, so then you will know when it happens. In any case, I will see you tomorrow. Have a magical day.